Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome back to another At America TV event with me, Jasmine. I hope you all are doing great today. So, for those of you joining us for the first time, At America is the U.S. Embassy's American Center, and our mission is to provide a space for young Indonesians to learn more about the United States. We have temporarily moved to a digital platform so you can still enjoy all of our events at the comfort of your own home. So for today, we will be discussing English Conversation 101. But as usual in all of At America's events, before we begin, I would like to share with you our social media quiz for today. So the question is, in what year was the term American English first used? Is it A, 1776, B, 1779, C, 1805, or D, 1865? So for those of you who would like to participate in our social media quiz for today, you can do so by commenting on our social media platform. And for those of you who got our answer correctly, you will get a live shout out from us at the end of the program. And also for those of you joining us on Instagram, don't forget to make an Insta story and tag us at AT America to share with everybody that you're having a great time with us today. All right, without further ado, I would like to invite our awesome facilitators for this afternoon. Please give a warm welcome for Mr. D and Kiki Zulfira.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I wonder where Mr. D is. Mr. D, are you around here somewhere? Hi, everyone. How are you today? Can I hear someone's voice?
Can you go ahead and start? I'm just switching my Wi-Fi.
Okay then.
This one is slow.
Okay, sure, no problem. Hi, Sukan Amin. Welcome. So, congratulations for being here, guys. You are at the top 50 who are privileged to be here out of 200 or 300 people who are trying to get in. So, congratulations, and I hope that you can make the best of your time here and practice a lot of English. Hi, Dee, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, I have two Wi-Fis and one of them is very slow.
I see, okay.
Okay.
So it's good to have you here, everyone. Thank you for turning on your videos. And if you can, the rest of you who hasn't turned on your video, please do so we can see each other. Yeah, I think that's a lot more comfortable, I guess. So I think I see a familiar face here, Ifan. Hi, Ifan.
Yeah.
How are you? He was here last time, right?
Ifan and also Natania.
Is Natania here?
Maybe Nurmadia also.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back, guys. You made it. Well done. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about topic, which is job interview, yeah? So have you guys ever been on a job interview before? Maybe I should ask you that first, yeah? Yes. Is there any one of you here working at the moment, or are you still studying in college? Working. Okay, Nur Afni is working. I'm now an intern. Okay, good. Feel free to turn on your audio, guys. You can just say it, you don't have to type.
You can talk to us.
Yes. So, okay, so basically some of them have been to an job interview before, yeah? Okay, yeah, some of them are still studying as well. Oh, the host isn't allowing? Is it really? Oh, no wonder. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not the host though, so can we have the host help so we can hear their voices? Okay, so hopefully, yeah, the thing is we're going to do a game, and this game will require them to say something, right, Dee?
That's right.
So it's
So,
about word association game. Speaking of interview, I want to ask, I will say a word and I want you to come with one word that comes in your mind. Say a word.
how many words do you have, Kiki? Can we do an example?
Yeah. Let's say walk-in interview.
Fun.
That comes in your mind, Dee.
I don't know why that came in my head, but it was the first thing.
Was it a good one though? I hope so. Well, okay, walk-in interview for me.
Word association. It's got to be the first thing that comes to your head.
I know.
Refrigerator.
Does it have anything to do with? Okay.
Because walk-in refrigerator.
Walk-in
That's why
refrigerator. Oh my God.
That's why it's word association. There's no wrong. I will model
That's true.
the worst
Yeah.
answers for all of them so they don't feel bad.
Good job, Dee. Okay, yeah. So basically, there's no right or wrong answer here, but this is the only what do you call rule? You're not supposed to say the same word.
Okay.
Right, Dee? That has to be different. So let's do a job. Okay. Let's see. YouTuber. It's a part of a job, right? YouTuber.
The first thing that came to my head was money.
Money. Ooh.
Even though
nice.
that's probably not always a prerequisite. At least that doesn't always happen.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys? Can you sorry, Ines?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
YouTuber doctor.
There are YouTuber doctors.
Oh, true.
They
Okay,
exist.
good job, Ines. Okay, who else?
Programmer.
YouTuber, programmer. Okay, still all right, I guess. Okay, good. Just say anything. There's no right or wrong here.
Administrator.
Again? Media administrator. Administrator. Okay.
Comedian.
Comedian. YouTuber, comedian.
There you go.
Okay. Good. You can even say a name, like YouTuber. Any
I'll
YouTuber
say
maybe.
Dennis, maybe.
Yeah. Someone say your name, Dee.
Basically, it's the first thing that comes into your head when you think about that thing. So like if I say cup, water.
There you go.
Whatever,
So you
the
have
first,
to
yeah.
directly say it. Okay. Okay, Dee, why don't you come up with a word?
Okay. How about palm tree?
Summer.
Green.
Good.
Autumn.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Florida.
Sandwich, palm tree. Okay.
Miami Beach. Oh, sugar.
Sugar.
Australia.
Palm sugar. Palm sugar. Yeah.
Flock.
Again?
Flock.
Lock.
Flog.
Vlog.
Flog.
Vlog. Vlog. Okay. Good. Anything else? Ifan, you haven't said anything yet.
California. I don't know. Maybe a coconut.
Coconut. Okay. There's nothing wrong here. You can say anything. Okay, good. All right, let me try again. So since I still want to relate it to our topic, I would say, let's see, TV.
Audio.
TV.
News.
Netflix. Entertainment.
Did you
Audio.
say TV or TV?
News.
Host.
TV.
Audio.
Netflix.
Entertainment.
It was TV, right?
Entertainment. Okay.
TV or
News
TV?
anchor?
Curriculum
News anchor?
vitae, actually. News anchor. Okay, TV, that's fine. Just make it as a TV. Okay. News anchor, that's good.
Entertainment.
Drama.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Good.
Gossip.
Drama.
Drama. Yes. Gossip. Yes. One more. I have one more. Okay. For me, yeah. Talk.
TV personality.
Talk. Free personal lady. Oh, is this about TV?
Yeah, TV personality.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Now I have another new word. Talk. What comes in your mind?
Interview.
Interview. Okay.
Conversation.
Q&A.
Q&A. Q&A.
Conversation.
Public speaking.
Public speaking. Okay. Good. Good. Anything else?
Introduction.
Introduction. Okay. Well done.
Communication.
Communication. All right. Good. Good. Thank you very much, guys. Yes? Someone said something? Something?
Language.
Language. Okay. Good. Good. Well done, guys. All right. So I think
Good.
we can move on to our material today. Yes, guys. Thank you very much for your answers. So I'm gonna start sharing our first slide on preparing for interview. So since some of you said that you some of the things that for those of you who might not have done it yet, okay? But before the interview, make sure that you review your resume and your achievements, yeah? Make sure that it's up to date, make sure that you include everything, and what do you call, the interviewer will give information about your achievement and yourself, basically. Next, we have to do some research on your interviewer.
I would say
So
this
if
is
you
maybe
are,
one of the most important ones, yeah.
it's true, yes, because that's true. If you are applying for a job in a certain company, make sure that you do Google them at least, yeah? You know a little bit about them. Okay, the next one is ask insiders about the company, role, and the management. And then the next one is anticipate the questions and create your own questions. Is it just me, or am I am I hearing my voice, like my voice is echoing right now?
Me too.
I see, okay. Okay, any questions before the interview, guys?
I want to ask one question.
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. What if we don't know any insight?
Come again?
What if we have no someone?
What if?
Any insiders about the company?
About the company. You can you can always Google them. I think that at least you have something, you know, a little bit about the company.
Also, I think with LinkedIn nowadays,
if you can,
it's kind of easier to find someone, maybe.
You can get in touch with one of them who work in the company. Yes, that's true.
Okay.
You can just DM them, and all right. So I hope that helps. And maybe we can continue during the interview. Now, these are the things that you need to know, guys. Be on time. Okay, and dress up professionally. Maintain eye contact. Have a firm handshake. Have copies of your resume just in case they lose it. Okay.
I wonder if have a firm handshake is going to be relevant for ever.
Oh yeah, not at this time,
yeah.
not during the new normal. Yeah, so if we can do it a different way, But I think this time people are doing interview online as well, right, Dee?
Right, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You can ignore this part. I mean, just the firm handshake, yeah. Okay, next, small talk. Okay, so we've talked about small talk before. If you've been to the first session, so basically you can also do small talk to the interviewer that you are meeting. We can say, "Very nice to meet you," and if they say this to you, you can say, "Nice to meet you too." Okay, and then if someone is asking how are you doing, you can say good, I'm glad to be here. Okay, and if he asks you, did you find any trouble finding us? Okay, you can say no, not at all, or you can say it was a little difficult but I made it. Okay. Okay, guys, I just want to make sure, is my voice okay? Is my signal okay?
Yes. Yes, I can hear
Yes?
you clearly.
Okay.
Are you
All right,
hearing
good.
yourself echo? I am.
Yes,
Hearing myself
I
echo.
do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just making sure if you know, they can hear me well. Okay then. So next, would you like any coffee? So if they offer you this, you can say yes, please, or no, thanks. Yeah. Offer from them. Yeah. You don't have to feel bad about saying yes. You know, like it's just our culture, right? You just want to say no thanks. But if you're really thirsty and if you're really nervous and you need to drink, do say yes, okay? And the next one is a cup of coffee would be great. You can say that as well. If you want coffee, or if you want tea, you can just a cup of tea would be great. Sit down. Yeah, of course you have to sit down. You can wait for them until they say it and then you sit. Yeah, just to show courtesy, right, Dee?
Precisely, yes, exactly.
You hear? Okay, good, good. Okay, now we're going to go deeper on common questions in a job interview. There are so many of them actually, but we're going to cover the most common. Show you one question and sorry, we don't have to that. Okay, if someone asks you this, tell me a little bit about yourself. What would you say? I want one or two volunteers to give me their opinion. One girl, one boy, maybe? Go ahead.
Let's try
Tell me a little
Dedik and
bit.
Naitanya.
Yes, Ines. Ines is raising her hand.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
And just now. Go ahead, Ines. Can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Hello.
If I ask you this as an interview, what will you say?
Okay, so hello everyone. So my name is Ines. Actually, I can hear my voice is echoing.
I think there's a delay.
Ah, find the
This
cloud.
sounds
Mm-mm.
okay.
It's okay. I think our
Okay, so my name is Ines Chandra, but you can call me Ines. I'm 24 years old, and then I live in I was born in Cilacap, and but for now I living in Jakarta, and I was graduated from industrial engineering. Maybe that's it.
Pretty good.
That's a good one. Well done, Ines.
Thank
And
you.
Mr. D, who did you say again? Dedik, was
Maybe
it?
Dedik, yeah, because yeah, together.
Okay. Okay, Dedik, go ahead. If an interviewer asks you this, what would you say?
Oh yeah. I would just say my name is Derek, and I'm 28 years old. Why I'm listening? I'm hearing my own voice.
Yeah, there's that happens to us too. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead, Dedik.
And I'm from Malang, Java. and I'm graduated from a vocational high school majoring civil engineering.
So
That's all.
that's pretty good. That's
Okay,
pretty good,
good.
Daddy. I would say a good little tip, especially for people when they get asked a question, sometimes they feel like they have to give a big answer, a very long answer. And it's okay to keep it short, right?
Mhm.
Especially if that helps you to feel more confident when you're speaking. Just keep your answers.
Yep. And try not to show that you're nervous by saying too much of you know what I mean? Try to prepare it before you actually come to the interview. So we'll help you to give you an example
Yeah.
how to ask, which is your education, experience, and goals. So you can say this: I studied chemistry at Colgate University, and I've been working for Smith Pharmaceutical for the last 3 years. I currently run clinical tests there using the latest techniques. I'm very interested in the field of cancer research, and I'd like to move into more of a management position. So this is summarizing everything basically they need to know about you and they want to know about you. So
and everything that's relative to that
exactly,
interview.
yes. So make sure the position that you are applying to, yeah, so that you can make it always, relatable with whatever information they want to know about you. Okay? Hopefully this helps. And let's continue. Oh, okay, sorry. We can also add additional vocabulary that you can use to talk about your studies. Okay, so for some of you who are still studying, you can say I am studying, yeah, or you can say I studied chemistry if you have graduated. You can also say I majored in accounting, or you can say I have a degree in banking and finance. Now, maybe some of you are still confused. What is the verb major here in the context of the university? Now, it means your concentration of studies. Yeah, so you can say this if you want to be more specific about what type of degree you have. You can say, I have an associate degree. So it means that it's a 2-year degree. Okay, associate degree. If you have a 4-year degree, you can say a bachelor degree, yeah, or S1, S1, yeah, you can say bachelor degree. And I have a master degree, that's S2, okay, and I have a doctorate or I have a PhD, you can even make it shorter. The same meaning, basically, yeah. And then you can say also, if you are joining like a workshop, you can say I have a technical certification. And if you have done a specialized technical course or anything like that, you can mention it here. Is there any questions so far?
Is associate degree S0?
Associate degree S0? No, it's D3. We call it D3,
Okay,
know.
Miss Kiki, may I?
Yes, please.
I have a question. So I saw in the curriculum vitae sometimes it's written undergrad. What is undergrad?
Oh, undergraduate.
Before
What does that
the
mean,
masters.
G?
Before the masters.
No, before
Your
the
bachelor's,
master's.
basically bachelor's.
You can
Oh,
say
it's the
that.
same as bachelor.
I think it's the same meaning also as you just graduated, right? Like fresh graduate, isn't it?
No, I did my undergrad. Usually people say I did my undergrad in UCLA, whatever.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, it not necessarily have to be fresh graduate, yeah?
No, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead. Just call me Kiki.
Oh yeah. Hello, Miss Kiki.
Hi.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How to tell to interviewer how to tell to interview about our competition experience or organization experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have that on one of the slides, no?
Probably later after
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
You can mention it. That's really going to help you. What do you call? Sell yourself. In a way that it will convince them to hire you. Because that's one of the plus point that you think it will make you look so much better in front of the interviewer. Do say that. Yeah, you can.
I think we have a formula for saying that coming soon.
Yes. So we'll get to it later, okay, Nurmadia? Thank you very much for the question. All right, now let's go to the next common question. What were some of your responsibilities at your last job? Now, I have those who has been working right now.
Yeah, anyone who has a job or has had a job before. Yeah, maybe Daddy. He put his hand up.
Oh, yes, please. Go ahead, Daddy.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
It's just right here on the slide. What were some of your responsibilities at your last job?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So actually, what I did at my last job is a bit related with what I'm doing at the moment, which is a programmer. Yeah.
Programmer, okay.
Yeah, but at my last job, it was not too intense as a programmer, but now it's more intense being a programmer. So I code a lot. Yeah, that's it.
Very good. Okay, looks like someone is raising their hand. Thank you, Daddy. Octaviana, go ahead, Octa.
Okay, thank you for the chance, Miss Kiki.
Sure.
So my responsibility is in my previous job as I'm teaching in a secondary school, which is located in Jombang, and I have to prepare them for to be ready for Cambridge examination, something like that. I also had an internship in Wadi Sofia College in Malaysia. And my responsibility is teaching them science, and that was a really challenging experience since I have to teach them science in English, and then we have also different cultural background over there. So yeah, it really shaped me and makes me have like better preparation, or yeah, I think this will be suits for my job.
Very good. Okay, well done. So we're talking about past experience, right? So just to highlight a little bit, don't forget to use past simple tense in your tenses. So because the interviewer will totally notice that. Don't you agree, Mr. D? Would you like to add that?
Exactly. Yeah, and when we're doing this right here for this this workshop right now, you can just use past tense and imagine you don't work there anymore. Yeah, we can pretend.
That's right. So always use past tense, yeah? Okay? Good. All right, thank you guys. So what you can say, so based on the two examples that our friends has mentioned, you can say this, yeah? Since this is about past job, you can say I was responsible for. I was. Don't say I'm responsible for. Okay? You can also say I was in charge of, or I worked with. Don't say I'm working with. Okay? Or I was working with. So it's better to just keep it past simple. And then you can say my day-to-day work involved, and then you can say some of your responsibilities. Okay, now here are more examples. So I was responsible for negotiating contracts. I was in charge of advertising. I worked with farmers, helping them to follow environmental laws. My day-to-day work involved doing market research and designing products. Is this clear so far? Yes? Okay, good. So feel free to use these phrases, guys. This is a ready-to-go phrase that you can simply say, yeah? You just need to add your responsibility there based on your own experience, okay?
Right.
Good.
And especially if I want to add something there, Kiki.
Yes, yes, please.
Especially if you had anything in your job description, so any of you in your duties, your daily duties that was kind of different, stood out, maybe especially if you were doing a certain role that was not doing a role, but doing a certain activity that was not part of your role, right? That's very good, something you should highlight. So
True.
if you were in HR, but you were doing something like they gave you this one task that is apart from HR usually, but you were doing it, then please, you should highlight it because by them knowing that you were in HR, they can assume pretty much the things you did, but that one extra thing they won't be able to assume. So you should give that to them, let them know.
True. Okay. Right. I hope that's clear, guys. So let's continue to our next question that our interviewer might ask. Yeah. Tell me about one of your biggest accomplishments, or this is the same meaning. I mean, pretty much the question would be, tell me about a problem you faced and how you handled it. Okay, because this is also part of your achievement, right? Now, let me ask some volunteers who would like to try to answer this.
Anybody?
Okay, the one who hasn't probably, like Dawood. Yes, Dawood, go ahead. Raising his hand. Go ahead, Dawood. What would you answer this?
Well, there was a problem when I was a teacher in the previous job. I should handle a children or some of children in my class that didn't understand about the lessons. So I decided to make additional class after the class session, and it worked. It worked. It really worked for the children because they need smaller class, smaller number of the students. So it will help them. It will help them to concentrate and learn in a small group better with me.
Nice one. Yeah, well done.
Good.
I think you did what do you call a great job there, yeah, with your own initiative. All right, next, can I have one more, please?
May I?
Of course, Reno.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Kiki. I just want to say, I just want to ask about the previous slides that you mentioned before about the experience. Experience in the last job. Yeah. How about if we didn't have any kind of such an internship or a job experience before? So can we just mention about our organizational experience?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yes, that's a valuable experience as well. So any non-formal institution, anything that you are involved in or responsible in doing something, you can always mention that. Definitely. Yeah. So, okay, about this one, what do you think? Can you try to tell me one of your biggest accomplishments?
Okay, so I was building some small organization with my friends, with some of my friends, and I try to enhance the connection between the stakeholders, especially inside my campus. So I connect my organization with some of the lecturers and then some of the people outside of campus, like a professional. And then I teach some of my team to and teach them how to connect with the others, like doing a polite WhatsApp message, etc. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Well done. Okay, so guys, thank you for your answers. Now here is another strategy that you can use when answering that question in particular, yeah? So you can always remember the STAR strategy. Now STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. Now here's what you need to remember. First, don't forget to mention the situation. So before, the two guys were mentioning about the situation that they were facing. It was quite a challenge, right? To face a problem that they were facing. And then task, what did you have to do? They also mention about things that they did, right? And then action, what happened? What did you do? Now, this is also about things that they come up with, you know? So when they face a problem, what did they do with it? So you can explain it here as a part of the action. And then the result, did you do that? What did you learn? You see? Or maybe you can also mention about the outcome. Let's say here, this is another example, okay? Or in the task itself, you can say this. While I was a member of OSIS in high school, but I know you mentioned about not having any experience in an office, right? So you can always mention even OSIS, you know, like it's as small as that kind of like organization in a school. And then you can say there were a number of conflicts among members due to miscommunications and cultural differences. Now, what is your action? I organized cross-cultural understanding sessions between the members. And here's the result. The large majority of the members benefited from this program, and conflicts decreased significantly. So I think you guys have mentioned it all. Only you may want to highlight the result. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Is there any questions so far?
Miss Kiki, I have a question.
Yes, Ines, go ahead.
Is there any criteria to the achievement that we already accomplished or something? Because I'm not sure what is the biggest achievement that I already have.
Ah, I see. Okay. I would say it is entirely depending on the position that you're applying to. You know what I mean? So if you're applying for a specific job, let's say accountant, you don't want to mention things that's not related to financial situation like accounting. If it's not related, I don't think you need to highlight that. You don't need to bring it up. Maybe you can mention something related to your responsibility as a treasurer, for example. You know, if you're applying to become an accountant, yeah. So you can mention when I was in high school, I was a treasurer in the class. It's still related, right? So I guess you just need to prepare some experience that might be relevant to the job that you're applying. Or maybe Mr. D, yes, you have something to add?
Can I ask Ines, like, do you have some achievements that you are confused about which one is maybe the best one to mention, or can you give me an example?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was in a college, I never joined a competition or something like that. So I'm not sure what kind of achievement that I should mention.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, but I think it's okay to use a small, you know, maybe an achievement you didn't receive an award for, but doesn't mean you didn't achieve something. Even solving differences between coworkers. I mean, that's again, we're talking about, it depends on what you've done in your life, but I'm sure there's a way that you can extract an achievement from any scenario, which you can use in an interview setting, you know, and don't be afraid to do that, because at least you're giving them that answer that they're looking for, you know. It's better than saying, you know,
I don't have any
yet.
There you go. Yeah, so it's better to be well prepared. Like just make notes on things that you might be able to use when they suddenly ask you this question.
And I want to take a moment for Ines and everybody who's kind of asking questions that are similar. There's a concept of transferable skills, skills that can be transferred, right? So transferable skills can come from anywhere, and don't be afraid to use them, because just because you may not have tons of experience in a certain role, a certain job, a certain position, doesn't mean that you're not capable, right? You just have to show them that you're capable in some way. So don't be afraid to pull achievements from some other transferable skill in another kind of scenario, right?
Yeah. You can find it from different sources as well, right? I mean, if you want to learn through YouTube, you can gain information from there. You can actually, you know, get some experience from there as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're in a class even, you know, there's a possibility that you solved a misunderstanding between two of the students. Well, you know, that's still an achievement of yours.
Yeah. You can bring that up. Yeah, definitely.
Noted. Thank you.
Yes, you're most welcome. At least you tried, yeah? Okay. Now, another question. Why did you want this job? Okay, so this is for everyone here who knows what they want to apply. Let's say you know what you want to be, and you want to, you know, apply for that position. And if I ask you, why do you want this job? What would you say? Who would like to try answering this question? Maybe for some who haven't done it yet, who hasn't answered or say anything yet?
Can I do that?
Yes, Ivan, of course, it's the money. Of course, yes, yeah, Yan, yeah. Is it?
But by the way, how to say? Can you see my face because I'm using my iPad and I cannot see my face on there.
It's okay. We can see your face clearly. Don't worry, Yan.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Yes. Okay, I will start to answer the question. Why do you want this job? This is a bit tricky question. I faced interviews many times already, and then I keep getting the same time of question.
Yeah.
Not every time, by the way. Yeah. Why did you want this job? I will answer. I want this job because this job will give me a new challenge, and then will also give me a new experience that I want to seek in my career record. And then I also have been having enough passion in this industry. I could say that, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, good one, Yan. Yes, well done. All right, who wants to try next? Oh, Nadia. I think Nadia is, yes. Go ahead, Nadia.
Hello, Miss Kiki.
Hi.
Thank you for the change. My name is Nadia, and then I will explain my reason if I have been asking why do you want this job. I think one of my goals for the next 5 years is to become a marketing leader in one company. And then in relation to this, I will say that I'm looking for a company that provided such a development skills and then dynamic environment and opportunities to help me in pursuing my goals. And then I also consider the company reputations and then the history or the track of the key leaders and then their cultures and their values. So that would be my reason why I apply to such a company. I think that's all from me.
Good. Wow, okay. Pretty clear and pretty in details, yeah, Dee?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you guys did great already. However, we can also say okay.
Ivan.
Yes.
Read the first line, please, Ivan.
Oh, okay. The first line. Okay, the first line is
yeah?
never say because I need a job.
That goes
because
to
I
you,
need some
Ivan.
Even it's true, instead, say some positive things about the company and connect your skills and interests to the company's needs or missions.
Good. I'm sure Ivan was just joking before anyway.
Yes.
It's true. I mean, that's the main reason why we want to work, right? Okay. However, since you are still applying for the job, of course, you want to say something nice to the company just to flatter them, right? Okay, so this is what you can say. I know that this company has been developing innovative products, which is very exciting. Again, Google, okay? Always do your research before you actually do the interview with them, okay? That's why you can say all this. And then you can also say this in relation to the position that you're applying. You can say, I'd love to use my creative programming skill in these projects. You see? So What you've mentioned before, it's good. It's all about you, right? But don't forget to always mention the company as well. You can mention the company's reputation. You can mention the company's, what do you call, achievements and their great establishments. So you can always say something. I mean, this is not something fixed. Yeah, you can always develop it in your own way, of course, depending on the research that you've done. Okay, is this clear so far? Any questions? Or maybe Dee, would you like to add more to this?
No, Jan's example earlier was pretty good, was like this.
Yep, that's right. Good job, guys. Okay, now let's go to
Excuse
the
me?
next. Yes,
I have a question.
yes, please.
This is what I also face when I face the expatriate mostly. I feel like I have a concern of my English, which is I believe I supposed to do not have any concern of English anymore at the time. All I needed is to present myself well, and then my knowledge about the scope of the job and or something like that. My concern about my English is like this. When I record myself before going to the interview ballroom, I will always listen to my pronunciation on a certain word, which is I don't put emphasis on a certain syllables, which is may confuse myself to understand what I just said. So, do you guys have a tip for me to learn how to perfect my pronunciation in terms of like intonation or emphasis or on something like that?
This is a great question, actually. Yeah, Dee? And I think you have a lot of YouTube.
Well, I would say imitation first, and I think Kiki, you might have a good answer from your perspective because you were once a learner in that position, and
Yes,
you
true.
have gotten past that.
That's true.
But the first thing that came to my mind was imitation. Like watching a celebrity, whatever your favorite celebrity, Robert Downey Jr., listening to him in an interview and trying to copy the way he talks. So you will, you don't have to make a great impression of him, but the more you practice doing that, the more you will catch the intonation that is correct, or which syllables to stress.
That's true. Well, actually, just to add more, what you've done, Jan, I did that as well. You did great. I mean, you're already on the right path. However, you might want to do the imitation like what Dennis said by maybe following his YouTube channel. So you can actually learn a lot from Mr. D's videos. So I actually learned from him too, So I would say that imitations can be done from, can be, what do you call it, taken from different kind of sources. But there's a lot of teachers going online nowadays, like being a YouTuber and all that. And you can always follow them and watch them say what they say, and then copy and say it back. You know what I mean? Like listen and say it until you can say the perfect word. You see what I mean? So don't just listen to what they say, but say it as well. Listen and say it. Okay?
Okay.
So hopefully that helps. And don't forget to follow Mr. D.
Okay. I already subscribed him way before this program.
Okay.
Thank you. Already on the ball.
Yes, you're already on the ball. Yes. Great. Okay. So I hope it helps, Yayan. Any other questions?
Yes, it's really helped. Yeah.
Kiki, regarding this imitating technique.
Yes, Dedic.
I got some concern with that because let's say I'm used to listen to people from America speaking in English, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to an interview, my interviewer is the British, and he speaks British accent. So how do we cope with that? Thank you.
Oh, okay. This is interesting, actually. But maybe Dee, would you like to?
So say it again. Someone that you watch has a British accent.
Work with, right?
Yeah, I'm used to watch American people speaking with American English, right? But when it comes to interview, my interviewer is a British and he speaks using British accent.
There you go.
Oh,
So-
like the real person that interviewing you.
That he's interacting with.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter at all. Don't worry.
Exactly.
His ears are not going to prefer an accent at all.
Yeah,
that
just
shouldn't
be
be the
yourself.
case. Yeah.
I mean, it's about me, the interviewer, because I'm used to listen to American English. Then I think it will be difficult for me to understand what my interviewer speaks.
Oh, for you to understand him.
Was it hard for you to understand him because of his accent?
Yes, sometimes. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay. So maybe you might want to listen to, to watch Harry Potter movies or,
Yeah, that's exactly what Reno just said.
Yeah, just to familiarize yourself with that,
If it makes you feel better, if it helps you feel any better, just the other day I was watching a video by an Australian woman, and I was saying, "What is this woman talking about?" Like even me as a native speaker, sometimes I won't understand. So it's okay to ask. Of course, it's pretty bad if you're asking after everything he says. But it's okay to ask a bit.
Yeah, or maybe you can clarify, right, Dee? Like, I'm sorry, did you say this? So you can just clarify what they said based on your understanding. If it's not, then you can always ask him to simplify, or maybe I don't know, but I'm sure you'll find a way as long as you try to communicate it clearly. Don't pretend that you understand if you don't. You know what I mean? Just ask. It's okay.
Don't you think that's gonna affect the interview result by asking, "Can you please simplify?" Or
what do you think, Dee?
Can you?
Well, it's better than misunderstanding, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
It's better than the person saying, "Can you tell me a little bit about your achievements?" And then you say, "Yeah, well, I was born in Surabaya," and he says, "I'm talking about your achievements," and then you still don't understand, So it might be better to clarify instead of. And I apologize for my mumbly British accent.
That's true. That's true. Well, no one is a British here, so don't worry about that, Dee. Yeah, so if you're not sure, just ask. I'm sorry, did you ask about my achievement or did you ask about where I'm from? You know what I mean? So it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so I think there's a gambit for that, right? You can say pardon me or excuse me.
And to some degree, there's nothing you can do about it. If, you really can't understand everything he's saying. You probably can't work with him then, it's going to be a difficult,
Exactly. He's not meant for you.
Do your best, and then, well, not that bad, but I'm saying, I don't think that kind of situation would happen so often anyway.
Yeah.
In general, most native speakers modify the way they speak a bit to try to make it easier to understand.
That's true. They would understand that you're Indonesian anyway, and it's not your mother tongue, right? So
exactly,
they wouldn't ask you anything like complicated or too difficult for you to understand. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that helps. Now let's continue, shall we? Okay. Who has been asked this question in an interview? What are some of your strengths and weaknesses? Now I want to know, what did you say when someone asks you this? Anybody? Alia? You haven't said anything yet?
Oh no, I haven't been asked this question, Miss Kiki.
Well, maybe we can simulate then. So if I ask you this question, what would you say?
Okay, so probably for the strengths, maybe the first one is I am quite detail oriented, and then for the weakness, maybe I am quite perfectionist for the weakness.
I see. Okay. Okay. All right. Good one, Alia. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Okay. Who's next? Who would like to try? Oh, we have two participants raise hand. Who are they? I don't think I. Who?
Nurmadia.
Nurmadia. Where are you, Nurmadia? Would you like to answer the question? Yes? Anybody? No? Or are you clueless? If an interviewer asks you this, you don't know what to say? What do you think? Oh, maybe I should call the name. Sukran Amin, let's go.
Hello.
Yes? What would you say, Sukran?
If you ask me what are some of your strengths and weaknesses, is my sound good?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Don't worry.
Strength is I can do job for if you ask me, and I'm sure that will be good. And my weakness is if you ask me to do something and I ask you more and more and more until I get it.
If I ask you to do something, you would ask me more and more?
For the instruction, I mean.
Oh, okay. Is that your strength or weakness? What do you consider that?
That's my weakness.
Your weakness, I see.
I thought that was my weakness.
It depends on how you see it. Okay. All right, good, Shukran. Thank you. Now, here's what you can say, guys. Okay. Now, these are the possible answers for your strength. Person, this means you enjoy working with people and using your social skills. Okay, and you can also say, I'm a quick learner. I'm a hard worker. I'm organized and punctual. So punctual means you always arrive on time. And then you can say I'm creative and forward thinking. You can say I take initiative or I'm proactive. These mean, okay? Now, what about your strength? Okay, here's what you can say. You can be honest about your weakness, okay? However, you can also mention about how you deal with it, how you overcome it. So in an example, you can say, I need to be a little better organized. I'm working with a new time management system to help me keep track. They know that this is a part of your weakness, but you acknowledge and you find a way or you find solution out of it. You see what I mean? And then another example, I work very independently and I don't always look for feedback from others. However, in my last job, I joined some group projects and this really helped me learn to work as a part of a team for others. If you just stop there, it means that you're not working that out. You're not trying to find a solution out of it. And the interviewer might think that you're not a good team player. You know what I mean? So you can say, however, explain what you did. You see? And the next one is, I've realized I tend to get impatient with colleagues who don't work as fast as I do. So I'm now making a conscious effort to encourage and motivate coworkers in a positive way. Sounds better, right? Sounds good? Yes. So if this applies to you guys, you can always memorize these words, yeah? Well, not per word, like, all of them, but just try to do it your way, okay? As long as you know. Yes, as long as you know the content, okay? Any questions so far? Yes. So from this time, I want you to think about your weakness and how you overcome it. How are you doing to improve it? Okay. Although maybe you're not doing anything about it yet, but at least you acknowledge your weakness and you're thinking of a solution, a way of doing that, because you're not yet having the interview anyway, so you still have a lot of time to prepare. Okay. let's go to the next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sounds familiar, right? I'm sure that, you've been asked this question at least in an interview before. So what would you say if I ask you this, guys? Ifan, maybe? You're pretty quiet there, Ifan.
Yes, hello.
Yes. What would you say?
Since I'm still on college, so I would say that I will see myself in 5 years having a job that I wanted. And I graduated from my college with a highest grade that I could.
Very good.
Maybe
good. Well done. Okay. Now, I will only ask Ifan for now because we have to going for this time because we're kind of in the middle of what do you call? We need to speed up basically. So, okay, guys, this is what you can say. Yeah. Over the next 5 years, I want to continue developing my skills so that I can become an expert in my work. Okay. Basically, don't say that you're planning to move on to a different job or you want to move to a different company. Okay. Avoid saying that.
The biggest danger is giving the interviewer some signal that you may not stay long.
Exactly. That's what you want to avoid saying. Okay. So yes, Ines. I'm sorry. I'm reading on the chat. Yes, Ines, you can definitely say that. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Example. I hope to gain more experience and move into a management role if possible. Okay. And you can also say this. I'm really passionate about this work, and I could see myself doing it for a long time. Now, this is convincing. Yeah. If you say this, they would definitely know that you're quite a loyal person. Okay. Next one, I'd like to do the best job I can in this role, and I'd be interested in opportunities for advancement in the company. So basically, you're going to stay longer in the company. So that's what they want to hear, basically, guys. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. The interviewer will also ask you a question like this. Do you have any questions for me? So if I ask you this, will you say something or will you not? Will you say, no, that's all for me? What do you say, guys?
I don't say that.
Uh-huh.
I will say that, yes, I have a question.
Okay, what would you ask?
Yes. If I'm fortunate enough to be nominated as one of your employees, what will be the job that I need to do in preparation of the position to be able to perform the job well? That's my strategy. I hope you agree with that.
That is a good one. Yeah, well done,
like
man.
it.
Sorry, me?
I like it.
Oh, you like it? Okay, you're hired then. Okay, basically.
Thank you.
This is your opportunity to ask intelligent questions to get more details about the job and show your interest, guys. Okay, so make sure that you make a good use out of this. Okay, basically, when finishing an interview, you can ask, "What's the next step?" Okay, so you can know. You can find out next action that the company will take and when they will contact you.
I like Reno's suggestion in the chat.
What is it?
What if I ask about the interviewer's personal experience in the company?
Oh,
I think it's okay. I mean, if you ask it in a certain way that doesn't sound capable, of course, yeah. You just say something like, "May I ask from your experience what has been like working here?" And it kind of makes the. Hold on, I'm hearing my own voice a lot.
Okay.
It makes it more personal as well. So like you're engaging that person not only based on the job that you want and the company, but on their experience. But, it kind of makes them feel a little more connected to you.
True, that's true. So you can always say that, yeah. But I think you need to know whether this person is in a rush or not, yeah. if he looks like he's pretty, laid back and not really in a rush, then maybe you can ask that kind of question, definitely. Okay, good. Now, these are the taboo questions, guys. So make sure that you avoid asking these questions to the interviewer, okay? First of all, since you're not hired yet, don't ask about salary, benefits, commissions, or bonuses, okay? And don't ask about vacation time or any information you should have found out yourself. This is about Googling again. Do your research before you actually apply for the job in that company. And then the next one, if you can use social media at work, okay? Even if you're a YouTuber or what do you call influencer, don't ask this kind of question, okay? And then how you did in the interview, don't ask them that as well. It will just show that you are being what do you call unconfident about yourself, yeah. And then the next one, changing the job schedule, etc., before being offered the job, okay? So let's say if this job requires shifting, don't say about, okay, what's my schedule gonna be. Don't say that yet, okay? Just give the impression that you're available at any time, you know what I mean? So we can always discuss that after you're being hired, basically. And then don't ask any gossips or anything that you have heard about the company, okay? So avoid that. Although maybe this company is a little creepy and all, and I mean, based on what you have heard, but don't mention it, okay? Okay, is there any other maybe taboo question that you might like to add, or maybe you're not sure whether this is appropriate to be asked or not?
I know,
Is there any?
just commenting on the last part.
Uh-huh.
Well, if I know that there's something wrong with the company, then I wouldn't apply the job in the company.
Of course, definitely, yes. But again, I mean, who knew? Like maybe you're in need of the job, of the money, so you still want to apply. So anything you've heard, just keep it to yourself, okay? Okay, anything else?
Well, I have a question, Miss Kiki.
Yes, Mutia, go ahead.
Okay, so how do you answer if the interviewer asks about how is your salary expectation?
This is a good
question. If I can jump in, I think this is a little bit different culturally from US to Indonesian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I see some people asking in the chat as well about the salary.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki, I think maybe you can answer from a better perspective than I can, because usually I'm applying for jobs for most of my life in the US, not here. So I think it's a cultural difference, yeah.
So you've never been asked this kind of question before, yeah, Dee?
No. I mean, like, I think salary is more negotiated. Something you negotiate on the second interview or after you've already been chosen.
Right.
I hear, from what I can tell, in Indonesia, salary is something that is discussed in the very first interview. Am I right?
Again, it depends. Yeah, it depends, because in some of the position that I've been applied to, they already mentioned about the minimum salary.
Right. So you don't even have to ask, because they already tell you up front.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So I already know what I'm getting. You know. Yeah. But if they ask you about, let's say, I have been asked that kind of question before as well, and I would say that I want higher salary from the previous salary that I had in the previous company. That would be something that I would say, basically, at least I would say a 10% out of the previous salary that I got in the previous company. You see what I mean? So
Yeah,
I usually said that.
This is probably more relative in the US.
Right.
For the people asking.
Yeah, but don't say any don't say any number that you would like to give me. Don't say that. Yeah. You need to set your standard. You know what I mean? So, but again, you need to be realistic about the position and also the company's what do you call the company's what do you call that? The company profile. If the company is not really a big company, and you're asking for a really high salary, I don't think that would be appropriate. You know what I mean? But if you know that this company is quite an established company and you know that they can give you that much of money, then you can always ask them, you know. But again, you have to have a bargaining position because they will see it based whether you, I mean, based on your CV, of course. Yeah.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Yes.
I need to, yeah, I need to know the perspective of Mr. D as American or whoever experience abroad. Because Indonesia, you know, is like getting bigger in terms of the job market or something like that. We most of the time also hire or apply to the company which is owned by American or multinational, even though it is in Indonesia. Let's say my experience in Bali. What do you think, Mr. D? Do you think it is just appropriate in US to kind of like very bluntly discuss about salary?
If the company is here in Indonesia, even if it's an American company, they're gonna follow cultural way here.
See.
So don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Just maybe the way that you interact with that person, you should consider the cultural aspects there. But the job interview, it's gonna be fine. You'll be all right.
Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question, yeah. Okay, so guys, since we're almost running out of time, I think we have to get moving to yes.
I suggest the quiz because it's kind of fun.
The quiz?
What do you think?
Yeah, I just want to give you more information, guys. If you would like to scan this code for more common questions that are asked by the interviewer, please do scan this code, QR code. They have more of that. Okay, we were just highlighting the one that might be, you know, more important for you to know. Okay, and then I want to also say that we have a podcast, our English Today podcast, which is called Speak English Today. This is actually relevant with what you are trying to learn more about how
this episode, yeah.
In this particular episode, we have use these words on your next job interview. So this is me and Gio. We're explaining about what to say, you know, in an interview when they ask you a question. So hopefully this helped. So go on and check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Podbeans, or YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is actually English Today Indonesia. You can also follow us on Instagram. Yeah, just a little information. Hopefully it will help you as well. And then maybe we can go with the quiz, yeah?
Yeah, because I think it's fun.
Okay, guys. Yes. Okay, so guys, I'm going to give you a quiz, which is the link I will give you in on the Zoom chat. Is that okay? Okay, so copy. Hold on, guys. So stay tuned. Wait for me sending the link. Hold on. I'll send you the link now. And please click on it, write down your name, and join because I will be waiting for you.
This is a game kind of where we do this quiz together. You have to answer the questions quickly.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get these power-ups. Right. Anybody can join. Anybody even watching on YouTube can join.
Oh, yes, please.
This might be difficult to copy. Probably they can't copy paste, but from seeing the link.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. For them who are listening out there, you can go to joinmyquiz.com and enter this code.
There you go.
The code is 9601889. I'll give 2 more minutes for you to join now before I start, guys. So, yes, so we have Ivan, Nadia, Dina, Alia, Irene, Marcela, Nimas, Nadia, Hadi, Shukran, Mutia. Okay. 17 participants so far. We have 50 here, right? So I would expect all of you are joining, yeah? Just to test yourself. Okay. Are you having issues with the link? If you do have issues with that, go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code 9601889. Okay, this is for all of you who are listening right now, guys. We're live, so go ahead and enter. We have 20 participants so far. Let me wait for 1 more minute before I start.
I think the viewers from YouTube can also join, yeah.
Definitely, yes, yes, yes. Okay. More, guys? Only 21? Let me round it up to 30. If it's already 30, then maybe I can start. How's that sound? No more? Okay, done? Are we just going to start then, Dee? What do you say?
There's 10 people watching on the YouTube, so maybe I think we got them all probably.
Okay,
yeah.
then.
Yeah, we've already got everybody.
Okay, so guys, be prepared. I'm going to start now and answer the question. It's a multiple choice, so just choose the right answer, okay? Good luck, guys. Are you able to see the questions? Yes?
Sorry, I cannot see the
Not
questions.
yet. Not yet.
We are in the same view.
Still in the same view? Yeah. Hold on, it's supposed to be...
Maybe you can click next, Miss Kiki.
Where is that? Where is
The
the
triangle
next?
one, triangle button.
This one?
Yes.
Yes, that one.
Oh my God, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Well done. Looks like we're all having the correct answer here. Okay, time's almost up, guys.
Two more. One more.
Hey, good job. Let's go to the next slide. Are you ready? Here we go. Yeah, you're leading at the moment. Fiana, you're on the second. Edric, you're on the third. Good. Can I get you anything to drink? A glass of water? Be great. So, wow, very fast. Let's see. Leaderboard. Nadia, you're still leading. Dedik, you go on the second. Well done, Dedik.
Wow, they're answering quickly.
I know. They're really good at this. Yay! Well done. Let's go to the next one. Here we go,
Leaderboard.
guys.
Dedik is in the lead now.
Wow. Good job, Dedik. Come on, Ifan. I know you can do it. Yes, yes. Good job, everyone. Yes, well done. Next slide. Wow, Dedic's still leading. Okay. While I blank at Dow Chemical, we had several emergency. Who was wrong? Anyone? I hope not. Wow, looks like Natania and Yolanda are getting up. Yes, yes.
But Dedik is still in the lead.
Still on the lead, that's true. Why do you want this job?
I'd love to join your family.
Hey, well done, guys. Are you ready for the next one? Who's leading now? Oh, is this the last one? We have the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. There's more, guys.
what are some of your main strengths? I'm a superhero.
One more. Good. Well done. I think everyone has done it. Let's go to the next slide. Ready? Nadia, Natanya, and Nuravni, and Alia are on the top 5. Well done, guys.
Can you tell me about one of your weaknesses?
That's why I always make sure to work with a team member who is detail-oriented. There you go. What do you think the answer is? Is it A, B, or C? Time's up! Oh, let's go to the next slide. Okay. Wow! Surprising, Nadia. Well done.
Nadia jumped above.
I know. Let's try again, guys. Here we go. Why are you leaving your current job? Is it A, B, or C? Two more. And you are done. Good job, guys. Let's continue to the next one. Nadia, well done, Nadia. Debbie on the second. So good. Wow. It's on the third now. Amazing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay. Hopefully you will be well prepared for this. All done! Wow, very fast. I think you already know what you want to do in 5. Yeah, Johnny Indo. Oh, wow. We have Johnny Indo. That's a new one. We're coming to the... Thanks for coming in for an interview. Okay, what's next? Two more person. Time's almost up, guys. One more. One person who, this is the last. Do you want to add Nor? Okay, we have Nadia. You're still
3 more
reading,
slides, right?
Yes. There should be. This is the last slide. You want to? Oh, this is the last slide. It should be ending. Okay, well done. So we have the winner,
Nadia ended up winning.
Nadia. Indo. That's new. Nur Abni, Natania. Ifan Farhan, you're on the 9th position. Good job. Okay, wow. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining our quiz. Oh, thank you for joining, Yan. Okay, let's go back to our slide, shall we? Okay, hopefully how to answer the questions. Now, are we going to do the interview, Dee? Do you think we still have time for that?
No, I don't believe we do. 7 minutes, maybe just for Q&A, right?
I guess so, but before that, let's go to the after the interview. Okay,
yes.
Now, after the interview, don't forget to thank the interviewer for his or her time as a thank you, yeah? I mean, just say thank you to them. And then do not use their first name, although maybe you already have like a good, relationship, like small talk with them, but don't use their first name. Always keep it formal. And if you do not get the job, follow up as a courtesy, okay? And if you do not get the job, call and ask for feedback. Any suggestions? We're done with the quiz, and this time is question and answer time. Anybody?
Miss Kiki, I would
I
like
guess
to
we
ask.
already have. Yes, Alia. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Reno, you will have your turn after Alia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, Alia.
Okay, so first I want to I want to clarify. So we cannot ask for feedback after the interview. And the second question might be so for our CV, we have to use simple past tense, yeah, Miss Kiki.
That's right. Whenever you're telling about your past experience, always stick with past simple or maybe present perfect tense. If it's still going on until present time, you can use present perfect. However, yes, don't use present simple or present continuous tense, yeah, when you're talking about experience. And asking about feedback, yes, I think you can ask that when they already come up with the result. I think that would be more appropriate. Yeah? Okay, Alia, is that clear now?
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Kiki.
Thank you. That's a great question, Alia. Okay, Reno, go ahead, Reno. I'm sorry, Reno, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself first, please? Yes.
Have you
repeat?
listened? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I just want to retweet my last questions in the chat box about what if we have the interviewer ask us about the have you applied at the other company beside this company? Because I think it's kind of a trap questions, I guess. So how's the positive ways we can answer the questions? And then for the CVs, I just want to ask about what are the most important things that you need to highlight in the CV? Because sometimes there are some people write unimportant information on their CV. So thank you.
Thank you, Reno. Okay, Dee, would you like to answer the first question?
Sure, yeah. So you can say something to be honest without giving too much information. You can say something maybe just like, I've sent out I say resume, by the way, not CV, but I've sent out, yeah. But I mean, in the US, I didn't even know what a CV was. We always say resume.
I see, okay.
I've sent out my CV to a few companies, but yours is the first one that I've had an interview with. You know, keep it short. You don't have to give them too much information.
Yeah. I think that's still positive and it's still acceptable in a way.
What was the second half of the question?
What do we need to include in our CV? I mean, what do we need to highlight?
Oh, do you want to take it, Kiki? Or?
Oh, well,
I mean, it might be hard for us to get into a whole CV.
That's true. Yeah, that's why we don't show it here because it is more on a live kind of question and answer session, like interview, face-to-face interview. So in your CV, you can actually get a lot of examples, like samples online, you know. And I think now you can always make it more interesting in terms of like the templates and all. Because that can be one of the plus point for the company to see the presentation of your CV. However, always make it relatable to the position that you're applying to. You know what I mean? So if you're sorry.
Because I have heard some information that we should not re-say or say it again what we have said in our CVs.
Oh, right.
Should we underline some sentence or some phrase that we write on our CVs?
But if they ask you a question and the answer is in your CV, then there's no other way to give them the answer without just repeating it. You can always use a phrase like, as you may have noticed on my CV, I was in charge of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, true. And maybe you can also add more. So you don't really have to everything in there, and maybe you can explain better when you actually meet them face to face.
More detail.
In more details, yeah.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Yes, you're welcome. But again, always make it relatable to the position that you're applying with. Yeah. If it's not relatable, just remove it. You don't need to put it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Thank you, Reno. Hadi, let's go, Hadi. Yes. Can you unmute yourself, please? Yes.
I was wondering if I might ask you something, Miss.
Sure. Yes. Go ahead.
So, when we are interviewed by the interviewer, the question is how to be more polite. Like polite ways to answering the question for the interviewer.
I see. You mean in general, yeah?
Yes.
How to be polite in general. Okay.
You sound like a polite person enough already.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Really? Thank you.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, there's also like you don't have to be overly polite. It sounds to me like you're already quite polite.
That's true. That's true. Well, basically, in general, I would say maybe first impression would be the best if you can actually wear something in a polite way, like a more appropriate for an interview. And also, don't say anything if they don't ask you. Maybe that's one way to be polite, right? And then sit the proper way. It's hard to describe in detail, but you can always say thank you for the question when they ask you a question. Maybe that also shows politeness, right? I don't know, but yeah, there are so many ways to actually be polite. But basically, I think if you're being yourself and if you're being sincere to that person, I think it will show in your behavior. So be sincere and just be yourself, I think, and smile. Always smile. Yeah, smile makes everything different. So hopefully it helps.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
You're most welcome. Okay, anyone else? Maybe we can have one more.
I just want to elaborate more about the Mas Hadi questions about the politeness. That sometimes we cannot find the suitable words for the interview. So the word is in our mind, but sometimes we cannot say it quickly. So is it better we do the interview slowly to minimize the filler words, or how is it? Will be going?
I think natural is better than slow. There will be mistakes will occur. Your English is not your first language. You have to accept the fact that some mistakes will occur, and so be it. Your confidence and your acting just naturally about the interview will wash over those mistakes. As a native speaker, I can tell you, I don't even notice them sometimes because I'm not looking for them. So yeah.
There you
so
go.
it's okay with our Indonesian accent. Yeah.
Of course, definitely. You don't have to be, British or American.
Yeah, like the Harry Potter or posh man.
Of course, that you don't have to push yourself. Yeah, don't pressurize yourself that way. Yeah. Okay, I think we have one more who just raised hand. Who was that? A girl.
Sally?
Who?
Sally?
Sally, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Sally.
Okay, so I just want to know about what are the values that the company seek for the workers or the employee. Because in Indonesia, some people think that they cannot go and enter the company because they don't have any connection at all to the directory board. And how about that in the US? I just want to know about it. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, it seems like she's asking you, Dee.
Oh, in the U.S.? No, I think you can find another way to make a connection. I mean, nowadays there's LinkedIn, especially. I think is heavily
It helps,
used.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I think what they're looking for also, someone who's what do you call loyal? It's one thing. They want to know if you're gonna be loyal to them, and also honest. and also hardworking. Yeah, you might want to show it in your CV. You can put it there. You can say it. You can show it. And I think what's more important is to be sincere. I think it's very difficult to find someone who's sincere these days. You know what I mean? So I think that would be a plus point for a company, to have someone who is sincere. Don't you agree, Dee?
Honest, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps, Ellie.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. So unfortunately, we're running out of time, guys.
Yeah.
So I think we have to give it away to At America. And okay, so I think that's the end of our session today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for participating and your questions are very much appreciated, and hopefully that helps. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube or Mr. D channel. So yes, basically, good luck on your next interview, guys, and be confident. All right. Thank you. Hopefully, we will see you again next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Kiki
Thank you,
and
Mr.
Mr. D, for filling in our awesome event this afternoon. So earlier in this event, I asked you our social media question. So the question is, in what year was the term American English first used? So what year was it used for the first time? It was used in 1805. So nobody participated in our quiz for today, but that's okay. You guys can tune in next time in our quiz. You have to participate from the very beginning of the event because that's when we share our question. So for those of you who are wondering, how can you develop an event at America? It's really easy. You can just go to our website at www.atamerica.or.id, select Create a Program, and go to Collaborate with us. All proposals coming to us will be reviewed, and your awesome event might be featured here soon. And while you guys are on our website, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter so you guys get updates from us sent straight to your inbox once a week. We won't spam you, we promise. And also don't forget to follow us on our social media for fun content, events, update, and many more. I hope you all have a great weekend and see you at the next At America TV event. Bye-bye, everybody.